Hello. Hey there. Hey, I always catch you guys up to the NBA news just to keep that interesting. And today it's been a crazy, crazy day in terms of people getting traded, people getting signed with new teams, and it made me think of the life of an NBA player. The life of an NBA player, it's not all like crazy fun. I mean, it's fun because they're doing what they love to do. And I played overseas, so like it was weird playing a game and then seeing my bank account go up. It was like, oh, I'm kind of doing a job. But at the same time, the NBA players, they have to switch cities at a moment's notice. All right, they can get traded to anywhere. Like it's not really up to them. So besides the very few players like LeBron James who gets to like choose his path, or maybe some other players that get to pick between a few teams, um, you have to play wherever they tell you to play. And it's not just them, it's their family. So imagine like you as a kid switching schools. That kind of sucks sometimes. I mean, I did it when I was growing up, but I liked it because you got to act like a new person. Um, However, they have to switch cities. Their wives aren't really allowed to hold down meaningful jobs. I know that they're millionaires, but people still want to work on their own passions, right? So with the online world, it's different. But like just all this stuff, and sometimes it's like Danny Green, where they will have to get traded one day, and then before they even like can blink, they get traded the next day. So that means that they were already planning to move out. They were already thinking of like Oklahoma City. They were like, okay, well, let's just make the most of this. Daddy's getting paid millions of dollars. Let's find some Oklahoma City schools, Oklahoma City houses. And then all of a sudden, it's like, nope, you're going to Philadelphia. And it was like, what? I already told my whole family we're going to. Okay, whatever. And then it's like you don't even want to like settle down. Now I'm not saying that their lives are like horrible because their lives are amazing, but it's not as great as we like think that it is. And same goes with the actual games, the actual training. To train to be an NBA player or to train to even be like a D1 player, it's so much work. It's so hard. And basically, it takes this game that your parents told you it's just for fun. It's just for fun. Make sure that you're having fun. If you're not having fun, we're not going to do this anymore. And it turns it into a job, which for our program, you guys are used to that because I basically make you guys see it as a job early on. And why? It's to find out if you truly love it. If you truly love it, because anyone loves something that you just do for fun. I mean, I used to think in college that the classes that I was taking, I was like, dude, I hate going to class. I like school, but I hated going to class. And it wasn't so much the class, it was the pressure of the test. The class was really cool. Me going there, listen to the teacher, they would tell us all this information that we never knew. But now the pressure that it takes to remember it and then to put it down a test and then all of a sudden you fail it and you can't play basketball, that was the hard part. Learning was not hard. So for basketball, yeah, the playing part's easy. You would do any job basically if it were just for like fun. I mean, you didn't have to like do well at it. But when you make basketball serious, that can tell whether you truly love it or not. All right. So that's why I try to make it serious early, and then you have a chance to keep it serious in your life later on. Because when you turn 18 or 22, depending if you go to college or not, they life will get serious, and it'll either get serious with you at a desk or with you like doing something with a boss over you, or you taking a chance creating your own like company, or with you playing a game. I mean, like so, like if those are the two choices, I'd rather play basketball seriously than be like a freaking, I don't know, secretary seriously, or like a construction worker seriously, or even like a doctor seriously. To be truthful, I mean, my basketball career overseas was like amazing. It was just unbelievable because I got to play a game for the serious part of life. And even now that I own my own basketball company, I am still just kind of playing a game. Maybe not like playing literally, even though sometimes I do practice, but it's like, dude, I get to just like coach. I get to teach kids a game. I get to like even on the stuff online, I'm coming up with like fun videos for you guys. Like that's cool stuff. So it's not like I'm actually working. So, but to have a fun career, it takes an enormous amount of not fun. All right. So to basically, you have two choices. Either you can party now or you can party later. And you can party now as a sixth grader or you can party later as an adult. And I know you think that the parties of sixth graders are fun, but I assure you, the parties as adults are a lot more fun, especially if you have the money. All right, because then you can party on helicopters. With all these people over there, loud as you want, no bid time. When you're a little kid, you got to party with all these rules, right? And the parties suck. Parties last for like a few hours. All right, so skip the parties when you're young. I'm not going to say skip the fun, but I will say make the fun things serious. All right, take fun seriously. All right. So then if you can find a sport or find something that some like, something in life that you can do seriously yet have fun, you're the luckiest person in the world and you should do that thing forever. If you can do something seriously and still have fun doing it, you found your calling. And now make a career out of it, or at least do it so often that it helps you build success. All right, and that leads me to my motivational story of the day. It's a very short story. It goes, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. All right, what that means is this. If we practice something over and over and over again, it becomes a habit, right? So we think that excellence, like being victorious, we think that that's like a thing, like I won the championship. No, winning the championship is a byproduct. Winning the championship is like something that you get because of this. Excellence or being victorious or being a winner is the whole thing. It's not just the end. It's not just when you're lifting up the thing. You're not even playing the game then. How is that being a winner? No, it was the entire game, the entire practices leading up, the entire workouts beforehand. That's when you were a winner. Actually holding up the trophy, take it or leave it. That doesn't make you a winner or not. All right, because the true winner does all this stuff and then holds up the trophy. A loser doesn't do any of this stuff. He can't do any of this stuff. But I can find a trophy to have a winner, to have a loser hold it up. All right. So the just holding up the trophy doesn't differentiate you between a loser and a winner. All this stuff does. So be sure to put in the work. Be sure to create excellence on a daily basis, basically. All right. Anyways, elementary workouts for the day. These are the ones that I explain in depth. We go over each of them, and then we just kind of just skate through the rest because they will repeat. All right. These workouts repeat every, I think, 8 weeks. But within those 8 weeks, the elementary, middle school, and high school will rotate per day. So all three of those people aren't doing the same thing per day. So if you wanted to, I'm not saying this, but if you wanted to, you could come to our workouts 3 hours a day. I actually allow for the high school players to come to the elementary workouts. I allow for the elementary to come to the high school workouts. But there's one caveat. If you're a high schooler that comes to the elementary workouts, just know that we're going to go really slow. All right. You can be there, but it's going to be with a whole bunch of little kids, and we're going to go slow and take our time. And if you are an elementary kid who comes to the high school, we're going to go fast. We have no time to explain things to you. You're a little kid. If you cry, go off the court. I mean, you're a little kid. It's not your workout. You need to behave like the older kids. Now, I'm not saying that the older kid comes to the elementary workout, so he needs to be silly. I'm saying he has to be patient with us and understand that we're going to go at that speed. So it goes from slow, middle, to fast. So if you came to all three workouts in 8 weeks, you would actually get every workout 3 times. Okay, because within that time, it rotates between all three. So with that said, I only do the elementary so we can see only one work. So we can talk about each workout only once over 8 weeks. Does that make sense? All right. Otherwise, it would get very, very repetitive. All right. So elementary, the one that I'm going deep in about is 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. And run is exclamation marked. And the explanation is you have one chance to make 3 in a row, then 4, then 5, then 4. I mean, I had like this much room to explain these drills. That's not a very good explanation, but it is what it is. Basically, you shoot from 5 different spots. Each spot, you got to make just 3 in a row. You get one chance to make 3 in a row. Person's passing to you. If you make 3 in a row, then you switch. If you don't make 3 in a row, you start all over again, and now you got to make 4 in a row. Don't make that, start over, you got to make 5 in a row. But then you go down to 4 in a row if you don't make it. Then 3, then 2, then 1. Then if you don't make one in a row, you miss. You got to run down and back, and then you switch spots. Anytime along the way, if you make that many in a row, then you're good. You switch at that point in time, and then you don't have to run. And that's the game. Then you go to all 5 spots, and that's how you shoot. And what this does is it makes every single shot pressureful. Pressureful, is that a word? I don't know. It makes every single shot pressured, I guess. And you can have a rebounder pass to you, so it gets up. It gets both people shots. Next game is countdown game. The countdown game is between you and someone else, or you and a group of people. You can even do it in groups as well. But basically, yourself or your group, you guys start at 3, and so does everyone else. And when you make it, you go to 2, then 1, then 0. If you get to 0 before they get to 0, you win, and now you go up to 4, and they stay at 3. Then you say on your mark, set, go. You guys yell out 4, or they yell out 3. Then if you make it, you go 3, 2, 1, 0. If you go up again, you go to 5. They stay at 3. Now, if they win, they would go up to 4, then 5, and then you keep going on and on until one group gets to 10. All right, the countdown game is fun because the kids or anyone will just shoot forever. I mean, it's a fun game because you're counting down and you're trying to go against the other team, but it's also fun because now bad players can play against good players because after a while it becomes even, and the good player will have to make 10 compared to your 3, and you could probably beat them on that one. Then you go to 4. Now it's a competitive game, no matter how different the competition level is. And I like this because we do this for our running sometimes, where I will have some people run with the lead. I'll say, okay, little kid, you're at 15 to start off with. You older kid are at 1, and the race is to 30 sprints, or you run for 3 minutes, or whatever it is. And just because you feel like you have a chance, you're going to try harder. And just because the other person feels like, oh man, I got to catch up, they're going to try harder. But in a society, and this counts for the real world too, if one person has so much money and the other person has so little money, what winds up happening is they both do nothing. I mean, there's the other way is everyone be exactly the same. That's called communism, where everyone gets the exact same thing no matter what. Then what you get is a lazy society that wants to do nothing because the doctors make the same as the garbage men, and no one wants to do anything. There's like, I want to do nothing then. That's bad. But the other way is also bad, where these people make so much money, these people make nothing, and these people feel like, oh, I can do no wrong. I can be lazy and still be up here. So then they're lazy. And people down here say, I can try my hardest and still not make it. I quit. So then they're lazy. You have the same problems that these people had. So communism versus extreme capitalism, they're both the same things. Now, that's a lesson for another day. But for basketball, this takes place, and we take this out of the equation with the countdown game. With the countdown game, everyone starts at the same, but then you gradually separate, and now you eventually hit a point where it's like, oh, this is competitive for the both of us. This is fun for the both of us, and you're not doing it in a very, very stagnant way. All right. Anyways, tell your parents that I taught you all about the economy. You're welcome. Next thing is one-on-one sprints. Normally we put someone at either the 3-point line or the half-court line, and the other person sprints from full court to try to beat them. The trick in this is to go your fastest and to be able to change direction. The trick on defense is to make them change direction and to slow them down so that your fellow defenders can catch up, and so that they can much more likely be willing or able to do a turnover. Because if you change their direction, now they got to go spin move behind their back, something harder than just going straight. And likely is that they went their strong hand in the first place. So just make them go the other way. And then once you do, sprint again, make them go the other way again. Your job is just to turn them as many times as you can. But on offense, realize the defender is very, very much screwed, basically. They have their back to the basket, 1. You're going frontwards, right? They're going backwards. So you already have the advantage. 2, they can't read your mind. So they don't know whether you're going to go right or left. And you know which way you're going to go. So again, you have an advantage if you're on the offense. 3, if they touch you, the defender touches you, it's a foul. And if you can touch the defender, it's a foul on them too. So the rules are in your favor as well. So it's very unfair to be the defender. So if you're on defense and you're on my team and someone sprints at you and they go right around you and you try your best but can't stay in front of them, I'm not mad at you. I'll be like, that crap's impossible. But if you're on offense and you can't go around the defender, dude, I'm mad. It should be impossible to stay in front of you if you go your fastest, if you're able to change direction, and if you're able to finish. If you can have those things, you'll be unstoppable on a fast break. So practice those things, please. All right, next thing is succession or successive. We were talking about society before, and anyways, successive dribble shots. All right, this is the dribble shot, dribble with the other hand shot, dribble between the legs shot, dribble between the legs with the other way shot, and then you keep going. And the other steps are dribble between the leg shots, dribble between the leg shot with the other hand. Then dribble between the leg behind the back with both hands. Then dribble between the leg behind the back. It's a process. There's 10 different moves basically. All right, and five on repeat because you have to do it with the right hand with the left hand. And you do this with two passers. They keep passing the ball, and you keep doing these moves as fast as you possibly can for your 10 shots before you guys switch. And the point of it is to take your mind away from the shot so you can make shots while you're thinking. 2, to improve your dribbling, your ball handling. 3, to get it quicker and quicker and quicker so you can go from ball handling to shooting and do an actual game move. And dude, I can't tell you how many times I've repeated this stupid thing. Okay, like our players will start to do it. Usually it's a high school boy, okay? It's a high school boy, and he'll start to do this drill. And he'll be like, dribble between the leg, shot. And I'm like, can you go faster? And he's like, yeah. And he'll go, dribble between the leg. I'm like, faster. He's like, I'm going my fastball. Is that your fastest? He's like, yeah, it's my fastball. You can't go any faster. He goes, no, I can't. I'm like, okay. That's how high schoolers talk. No, I can't. All right. And then I will take out my phone and I will show him a video of Sophia Fidelis dribbling. And I mean, let's see if I have it here. And then I pull up the video and then I say, oh, really? Well, this is Sophia doing the dribble. And so successive dribble. And I'll pull out the video and let's see if it's right here. Yep, it's right here. And then I will show it to him. And then all of a sudden, like magic, they watch this video of Sophia in the 4th grade doing this drill. So after I show them that video, every one of them says, oh, let me try again. And then, does the high schooler go faster than 4th grade Sophia? Yes. I mean, Sophia's not like amazingly fast, but like they all go faster. The fact that they were going twice as slow as her to begin with, though, and couldn't comprehend going faster until they saw her, it just strikes me as funny. It's just every single freaking time they just go, oh no, I can't go faster, and then they see someone go faster and they go, oh, okay, I can go faster now. I mean, that's just the thing. That's our belief story right there, where you have a world that thinks that the 4-minute mile is impossible. Then as soon as someone breaks it, then everyone starts to break it. All right, and just because you think that you can't, or because you've never seen someone do it, you believe that it can't be done. You got to believe in yourself that you can do things faster and better, no matter what you've seen. All right, just because you've seen it doesn't make you magically have magical powers. Okay, all right, so go faster, go like Sophia. Second to last one is diagonal hurdle pro hop. This is our drill where we hop from side to side, over like that. We take the hurdles and we jump over the hurdle like this, jump over the hurdle like that. They are in a diagonal fashion. And then we shoot a layup. What this one does is it works out our legs. And also on the last jump, we take a big, huge pro hop and we work on our finish. To keep the ball high through our legs using strength is a very, it's a hard thing for players to do. And then to be able to lunge out and shoot an actual layup after expending all our energy and our legs is tough. Last one is sandbag slides. I told you last week that we have those balls now, but not only we have our sandbags and we go slide, slide, sprint forward, sprint back while we put the ball up like that or put the sandbags up like that. And I stole this again from Muggsy Bogues' coach back in high school, back when he had four future NBA players on the same team. He had them lifting up freaking bricks on the court. And I said, oh, I can do bricks one better because bricks weigh 7.5 pounds. I got 10-pound sandbags and I had our smaller players doing it. And it was hard. So you do have to get stronger, quicker, better, and this drills for that. Anyways, so our quote of the day. Quote of the day is, I like this quote. Don't be careful, you'll get hurt. So not Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a Friday, six word quote. Don't be careful, you'll get hurt. All right. If you're too careful in life, that will hurt you. You will suffer because of that. And it's funny because when you're careful, you think that you're trying to avoid suffering. You're trying to avoid bad things happening. But if you're too careful, bad things will happen. So go out there. You got to take chances in life. You got to go try to be on the varsity team. You got to go try to ask your crush out on a date. You got to try to go out for that job interview, even though you're going to fail. You got to try at things in life. And even if you're going to fail, the failure makes you better. And losing to teams that are better than you makes you better at basketball. Going out there and I don't know, trying to do something that's impossible will make you better. All right. Not jumping off the building to your death. I'm not saying that, but simple things in life. You got to go out there and you got to make the most of it. Try your best and don't be afraid of failure because again, don't be careful. All right. You'll get hurt. To speed through our workouts for our middle school, because I always promised that I would go through all these. Once I get some graphics, I won't really talk through all these. I'll just have them listed up here maybe, so I don't have to repeat them all. So if people want to not have the book, but just watch our show, I'm down with that. I'm not trying to make $1 million. And I'm trying to create this a whirlwind. So hopefully you guys are going home and working on this stuff, and you guys are doing it. And I'll talk more about that in a second. For high school, the autonomous workouts, that's you doing it by yourself. All right. And for this workout, for Sway and I, for our workout today, played him one-on-one again. Got him 7-1. I think it was 7-1. Yeah. No, wait, take that back. He might have scored 2. I'm not sure. But anyway, I beat him again. And we did it in the first 10 minutes of practice for a reason. Because I used the last 15 minutes to do our autonomous workout. Normally for the autonomous workout, what I do is I take 10 minutes, I make up a workout, and then you have 10 minutes to do it by yourself. And I sit back and I stay quiet and I just judge everybody. And I see how hard that you can work by yourself. And all this is so that all this is done so that I won't have a business anymore. Because obviously I'm teaching you that you don't need me. You don't need a coach. All right, all you need is the stuff, and you go work hard on it yourself. All right, that's why we do this workout. So after the one-on-one, instead of doing the autonomous workout for just 10 minutes, for Sway, I did it for 15 minutes. And his workouts were the other 5 things remaining in our workout. Okay, so instead of me telling him and helping him, I stayed quiet. Actually, I tried to stay quiet. All right, caught me there. I helped him out twice. I was like, dribble lower. And I was trying not to say stuff the whole time. I was even playing on my phone. I was like, don't look. But I was also trying to judge him. And he went so hard. He did so well, really. He made maybe a couple mistakes. But what he did, I gave him some advice. In the beginning, I said, since you have to do these for 10 minutes each, these 5 workouts, instead of doing them for that long, you can break them down into pieces. You can do them for 5 minutes apiece and go through twice, or a combination. And that's exactly what he did. So he did the judged ranked dribbling by himself. So he wasn't being judged, but he went 2-ball dribbling by himself as hard as he could. I told him he could have got more creative with this stuff by doing some one-ball dribbles too, some passes too, but he just did our regular stuff over and over and over again. Then he did the retreat explode drill, which he said was by far the hardest to just repeat because he got tired. And it's going forward, then boom, retreat dribble, then crossover, then go again. But it really pushed off in your legs. And I told him when we were playing one-on-one, he did score twice on me, yes, because he blew by me one time. And what I was thinking, and I told him afterwards, I shouldn't have said this, but I'm trying to be more of a teacher than I am a player. I want to beat him this whole time. But I told him my thought, I swear to God, what I was thinking after he drove by me afterwards, I was like, please don't drive, please don't drive, please don't drive. And what he did is he stopped driving. He started shooting shots, and I could block him. It was easy. And I said, please don't drive because my legs don't work anymore. I'm old. I'm slow. And when he drove, I couldn't stay with him. And so for this retreat explode drill, the reason why he's tired is because it's using his leg strength and it's making him stronger by working his legs out, by making them weaker. And then when they recover, they're going to be stronger. So this drill, pushing off each time, make sure that you do this drill well so that you can explode right by people. And then I think maybe one day he'll figure it out. I don't know. But I can't keep up with him, seriously. But I beat him every single time because he doesn't know. He doesn't understand to just go to the basket. He always goes a rounded way. All right. Anyways, next one was step ups to shots. This was his best one by far. He's really good at this one. But I asked him how he was going to do it beforehand. He's like, just do the step ups to shots. I was like, dude, what did we do before? He goes, oh, we played a game. I'm like, yeah, what was the game? He goes, I had to try to get 2 step ups, shoot, then 4 step ups, shoot. And whenever he made them, he got to go up. But if he didn't, he didn't. Then when he got to 10, he won and tried to get his best time. And that game's a lot more fun than just doing them. So he played the game. And he did this thing for like 15 minutes. He did it way too long, but he was going so hard. I let him go, it's his workout. And his best time was 37 seconds. He shot from the elbow, 2 step ups, shoot a shot, 4 step ups, shoot a shot. And of course, he had to make all of them. So I told him whenever he started missing, he would miss 1 shot, and then he'd be all like go a little slower. He'd try to go fast, but it wasn't as fast. I told him to go even faster. He should create instead of just having 1 record where it's like I got to beat 37 seconds. He needs to have 3 records. 1 record for if he misses 0 shots, 2 if he misses 1, 3 if he misses 2 shots. So that will keep your mind going. So if you play this game and want to have a strong 10-minute workout, that's how you can do it for a long time. Next one that I did was baseline sweep finger roll. He did this one pretty well, except he didn't sweep it low enough times and didn't tap the ball high enough. So I told him about the 2 extremes. You're going to keep the ball really, really low to keep the ball away from the defender. And then once you drive, put the ball really, really high. Everywhere in between is a trap. And then the last thing is pick and roll layup to create. That's going over a screen for a layup or a floater or a shot, and he did that really well. So let me speed through the rest. The middle school has back down series, pick and roll, rescreen, Statue of Liberty, 2-ball catch layup, dowel jumps, and peekaboo shots. And that's all our workouts for today. Again, make sure you guys are doing them. Someone just asked me about summer camp in my text messages. I will not have summer camp stuff up for a while, but I will have the January and February workouts coming to you by November 30th. If you tune into the show on November 29th, I will tell you guys a day early. All right. So you guys can have all the stuff a day early and you guys can sign up before people take spots because I think people are going to take all the spots. So it's first come, first serve. On the weekends, we have, I think there's like 7 hours, maybe 8 hours worth of spots. That sounds like a lot, but 4 of the hours are at a location of your choice. 1 hour is at Tice Valley. The other 4 hours are at my place here. So what that means is if you're not willing to go somewhere else and you're only willing to go by your place, that means that there's only 4 options per day or maybe 3 options for a weekday. And if 3 people take those options, I think that the weekends are going to go fast, then that means that there's no more options for you. So it's first come, first serve on all this stuff. So warn your parents about it. November 30th is when I'll send it out, or for you guys, November 29th. All right. We're about to go to a workout right now, doing Tice Valley indoors. If you guys are going to be there, I'll see you there. If you guys are online, I'll see you there. Also, this month is the last month for online workouts. I'm ending that as well. And that's about it. Anyways, Leandre, I will talk to you later. Whoever else is here, I'll talk to you as well. And Reese's Pieces, homies. All right.